Welcome back to another episode of the Humble Hustle podcast. We are your hosts, Nick Jones and Kayla Ebner.
Hello, hello.
And
part 2.
we're here for part 2. So
Coming
if you're
in hot.
watching back to back, we just finished part 1 of these hot takes, and we are still here with some equally hot takes, hopefully. So we're just going to jump right in. So let's get into it. Number 1 is people who isolate themselves in fear that other creatives are competition are never going to succeed. Ever. Collaboration is absolutely necessary. That's very harsh, but that's what a hot take should be.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree. I mean, maybe you could lone wolf it your whole way to success. I'm sure some people do. I think it would be way easier if you start collaborating, though.
Yeah. I do think there are some people out there, I'm thinking like LA, New York, people who build teams that are just maybe not, like, you're just not a nice person if you're going to choose to never collaborate with other people. So maybe they have that mentality of like, nobody else is good enough and I'm the best. Okay. Like, that's the kind of person I'm picturing who will never collaborate. Maybe not necessarily because they think that other people are going to like hinder their success, or they're like, you know, jealous or afraid of competition. But yeah, I do think there are people out there who are just like kind of assholes who are just never going to want to like collaborate with you. I've come across people who I've met who I personally always try to connect with other creative people because I do think we're a rare breed, especially videographers. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. You see, like, at weddings and other things, like, you see the photographers in their 50s, 60s, like, they exist, like, people are still working at that age. You don't see videographers at our age, or at that age, like 50s and 60s, because we're a new breed. Like, we're still like a young age, I think, right? Like, we're a relatively new field. So there were no videographers back then when the photographers were like having their big moment. So I was like, damn, we really are like kind of pioneers in a way. In
a way, sure.
Yeah. So I just think that there are going to be some people who are never going to want to collaborate. Maybe they're set in their ways a little bit. I will never be that way. I meet every new person and I know that I can learn something from them. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've definitely come across some more like stuck up people, I guess. And yeah, if you're going to be like that, I don't want to work with you either.
Right.
Like, stay away from me.
Yeah.
But no, I do like working with people. I mean, honestly, I never shoot alone anymore because that's how much I like collaborating with people. So I think I learn from everyone I work with. And like I said earlier, I like teaching as well. So I also like when I'm able to help whoever I'm working with.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I do think that you can go further when you collaborate, or further faster. I'll say that.
Yeah, I like that. I agree. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, hot take. Canon users are phony.
Aiden.
This is definitely Aiden. I love it. We kept that because I thought that was so funny, especially being a former Canon user.
I mean, I am too technically, but.
True. It depends on, I think, your goals.
Yeah, I mean, Sony superior.
Very much so. If you want
That's all I got.
come to the path of righteousness, hit us up. Switch to Sony.
All right, do you want to just move on?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a quick one.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to actually dive into that or not. Okay. Here we go for another one. I really hate when people come up to me while I'm shooting and tell me they have a camera and know how to take photos. I don't care.
In all caps. Yeah, I don't want to be I was going to say a bad word. I don't want to be a rude person, but like, yeah, especially if it's at a wedding and you're like sweating, running around, you're so busy and you're stressed.
Oh, sure. If it's at a wedding, yeah, don't talk to me.
Like, leave me alone. Just not the right time.
I personally don't mind, like, in other instances. Like,
yeah,
if I'm like out in the street and I have my camera in hand and someone comes up to me, not that it really ever happens. Like, I'm not like some popular person with oh, look, he has a camera. Let me go talk to him. But if it does ever happen, I wouldn't mind.
I know I do. I
I'll spark up a
entertain
little
it.
conversation similar to what we were just saying, like other creative-minded people, like collaborating, connecting. Like if you have a camera, great. I'd love to quickly chat. But I can quickly tell, like as soon as I start talking to you, I'll be able to tell what level you're at.
Yeah.
So if it's not worth my time, I'll probably end the conversation sooner rather than later.
Yeah, no, but I feel like my mind in this reading this take is it's like an older person who comes up to you and it's like they have had like a Nikon for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Like it's like they're trying to like almost pretend that they know what they're talking about.
Oh, okay, I see.
And like it's I that's where my mind went with this.
Then yeah, I would more agree with that. I wouldn't want to entertain that as much.
It's a little
That would annoy me a little more.
it's a bit much. It's a bit much. Times have changed a lot. I just personally I think it's like I've had people do this to me where it's the same thing. Like, you know, they like mention like a random setting or something. It's like, oh, what shutter speed are you using? Like what?
It's just like a quick buzzword to be like,
Yeah.
oh look, I know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, dude, it's shutter speed.
Yes.
It's like some basic stuff.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So especially if you're like really running around busy, this could be very irritating. Okay. I love this take. Now is the perfect time to get started as a creator. Maybe the best time in history to get started, actually. I think that's so true. I think we have so many amazing tools at our disposal right now.
Yeah, I agree. And like, not to be cheesy and cliche again, but like, I think the best time to start ever is just now. So like, whenever you hear this, whenever you're listening, like, start now. It wasn't 15 years ago. It wasn't 10 years in the future. Like, start when you want to. Like, start in the present.
Yeah. I would love for this person to elaborate eventually, because I would love to hear like why they think this specifically. But for me, especially with like the rise of content creation and social media, I do think you can do so much with different types of technology.
That's
and
where
all
my
of
head
that.
went. Like, that's what I
Yeah.
assumed they were talking about. Just like the access to technology, softwares, like things that just make it easier. But like, you could start whenever you want and you can still find success.
Right.
Is it easier now? Yeah. Is it going to be even easier in 5 years? Yes. So yeah, just
Yeah.
start now.
Yes. I like that.
Period.
Love that.
All right.
This
Back
is a
into
hot,
the wedding realm here.
this is a very hot take. This is going to ruffle some feathers.
I actually didn't know if I read this one. A wedding video done well is more valuable to the couple than pictures.
Super hot take.
I agree, because, and I say this as unbiasedly as possible because I'm a wedding videographer. I've shot wedding photos too, but I am more of a wedding videographer. It's the classic line that I use all the time. It's also cliche, so sorry for these last 2 episodes. I'm being very cliche here. But what we say is photos, wedding photos are great, you know? They help you. They've been here forever. They've been around for a long time. They're still awesome. They help you remember the day. It was a great day. Look at these photos. Great. I remember that. When you watch a video, you're able to relive it. And that slight difference, when you really think about it, is actually huge. Like, remembering versus reliving, you can't necessarily relive through a still image. Maybe you can just try and visualize everything, but when you're actually watching like a 6-minute video, you're seeing everything. So it is as if you were there again.
Yeah.
And I think that is more valuable than just a still image. I'm not going to say photos aren't valuable, but if you wanted to actually look at it, my opinion is yes, videos are more valuable.
Yeah, there really is something so special about being able to hear someone's voice and just, you know, all the amazing things that you add to a wedding video, like, you know, the sound effects and like just the visuals of maybe elderly people who are no longer in your life hearing them talk, seeing them smiling, seeing the grandmas out on the dance floor, like there is not a lot that can compare to that. And I think that's why content creators are becoming so popular, because they're capturing those like raw, authentic moments that you're probably not going to remember unless they're captured. And if they're captured in a photo, you're absolutely right. A still photo is not going to bring that like flood of memories back to you the way that a video would.
Yeah, I mean, it can still, evoke that emotion, but it can only go so deep.
Yeah. I do feel like people are still so set in the, like, photos I would say are very traditional. Like a lot of people are always going to say like, no, like photos are it.
I would say
We're not changing those people's minds.
this is maybe another hot take here, but I would say most couples, at least before they receive the deliverables, when they're in their planning stage and choosing, I think the majority of couples would say, yeah, photos are more valuable. But as soon as they get the videos and photos back, I would bet you that they'll change their mind. And they will say, actually, I think this video is better.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, okay, wait, I will say this, because this is the argument I hear all the time, which counters this, which might have some weight, might not. People say, okay, I can hang my wedding photo in like my living room. You can't hang your video. But I'm like, okay, but
there are frames.
Just because you can see it as you walk by, maybe, again, still, it can still evoke that emotion. But again, it only goes so far.
Yeah.
When you watch that video back, it hits way deeper.
Yeah. Why not do both? If you feel that way, both. Just a thought.
And then people are like, well, how often are you actually watching back your wedding video?
Oh God, I would watch it all the fucking time. I would love to
In
watch
reality,
it all the time.
I feel like I would only watch it like on like an anniversary or something. Like, let's
I
be
don't
real.
know.
How often are people actually watching these? Probably not that often.
I don't know.
I'll admit that.
I think, I don't know. I watch the wedding videos that I produce a gross amount of times, especially because I've been editing all of them. But I don't know. I think it's so special and something that, I mean, maybe more so for women, I guess, like the sentimental value of that. Love a wedding video. Just love it. It's a good hot take. It's a very good one.
Next.
Okay. You can create amazing content with just your phone, and most people actually don't need a real camera, talking video specifically. I feel like we're going to have different takes on this.
Yeah, you go first, because I think we are going to have different takes as well.
I guess I would just say it depends on what you're trying to do. Like if you're, I guess I'll go back to in the last episode when we talked about, the small businesses that are on TikTok and have gone viral because they're following the trends and all this stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Like if you go viral for that, that's going to do wonders for your business. But like, what are the odds that you do go viral? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it really depends on like what your goal is. But you can create amazing content with your iPhone, 100%. These cameras on these phones are crazy these days. So, but I do feel like it has like a stopping point, at least right now. There's a point in which you're not gonna get better.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I do agree with that. I think I'm going to lean on more like their wording here, like amazing content. I think it matters less of like, as you said, like what they're trying to do and more of who's doing it. I feel like not everyone can make an iPhone look good.
Right.
The average Joe probably can't make it look that great. They're probably just holding it around, waving it around. But if you actually know how to, like, know filmmaking techniques and you use this as just another camera and a true tool, and you know how to, leverage every ounce out of this, then yeah, you can make this look unbelievable. I'll admit, I don't even have those skills to make this look unbelievable. So like,
I don't have the storage.
call back to the last episode.
I gotta upgrade to that 512 gigabytes.
That was a good one.
ASAP.
No, yeah, I like making a smartphone look good, iPhone specifically, like is easy to an extent, but like to make it look unbelievably good you need a certain skill set.
Oh yeah, for
One
sure.
that I don't have myself.
I think you do.
I've tried, and I have never liked any iPhone video I've ever attempted to make look good.
I try to like mess around with the cinematic mode. I don't think they've mastered that
cinematic
yet.
mode
It's
is not good.
BS.
It's
It's
stupid.
gross.
You're
It
better
looks
off
terrible.
just using the normal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I probably
They
haven't
need
touched
work.
it in like 2 years.
they need work on
I
that.
swipe right past cinematic.
Yeah, not my favorite. Well, see, this is why we're still so necessary because they have not figured their shit out yet with
Yeah,
smartphones.
no, for sure.
But yeah, you can. It just have to have the skills, have to have the time, the energy.
I instantly, when I think of iPhone like videography, I think of full-time filmmaker, and this guy, the owner Landon, by the way, he is a master at iPhone filming.
So is Jake
Jake's
Weisler.
good
He
too.
just posted a video of that.
But yeah, the way that they're able to make iPhone footage look, I could never.
Yeah, and it's also like I think so many people will like say like, you know, business owners or managers or something like, "Oh, we'll just do it ourselves." And then they realize how much work goes into it. Like just because you're filming a smartphone video doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. Like it takes
I mean,
a
they'll
shit
take
ton
the
of
easy way
time.
out. They'll just pull it
Yeah.
up and just wave it around and call
And
it
it
a
looks
day.
like dog shit.
Yeah, and then they'll
No,
miss
it's-
out on what it could have been.
It's so time consuming to create content. People don't realize it. And then it's funny because some of my clients will try it and they'll be like, how do I do this? Like help. Like it just took me an hour to edit this video. I'm like, yeah, that's how long it takes. Like it's so time consuming. These influencers, people shit on these influencers. They're doing the Lord's work. It's hard. Not the Lord's work. That's very
I
dramatic.
give credit to influencers.
I mean, a lot of them, you know, if you get big enough, you pay someone to do it for you, which is nice. But like, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy. Okay.
All right. Well, flowing right into that, being a creator.
Oh my God, didn't even
This is the
see
next
that.
one. Being a creator is much harder job than people think. Looking
Yeah. Yeah.
in. Okay.
We don't just
I-
wave a camera
look,
around.
I'm gonna say yes, but there's part of me that actually disagrees.
Really?
Part of me
What's your
thinks
definition of a creator?
I'm gonna use like ourselves, like
Okay.
whatever you would want to call us.
Okay.
Is like the benchmark that I'll put. But sure, is it harder than people think? Yes, because we do so much. But when you think about it, at the end of the day,
Be careful.
what we do is kind of straightforward. Like
What?
I think it's straight. This might be a hot take. I think it's straightforward, but you need a certain skill to do it. But in the grand scheme of things, we're not rocket scientists here. We're doing some pretty basic stuff.
Wait, we're certainly not rocket scientists. We're not curing cancer. Whatever, you can use any phrase you want. But
Like at the end of the day, we're holding a camera and pressing some buttons. And that's what I think. I think
No
like, look, do I think
way.
anyone can do this? No. But
Right.
can anyone learn it? Kind of.
I think it depends on. I'm gonna be that asshole. It depends on what you're shooting. Because like when I used to do a lot of real estate media, yeah, a monkey could do that. Real estate photos and videos, easy. But like some of the other projects that I work on, which I would argue is like a majority of what I do and the direction I'm moving towards, it gets complicated, you know. And a wedding day, like you're on your feet for oftentimes like 10 to 12 to
Okay,
14 hours a day.
Let's
like
use weddings for an example here. Because I actually think anyone can shoot a wedding. Whether or not it comes out unbelievable,
Yeah.
that's here and there. But like,
okay.
again, all we're doing is running around filming the couple all day. When you break it down, that's pretty much what we're doing. So like when you look at it from a very like basic perspective, we're not doing anything very difficult. It's like anyone can hold this camera on a gimbal, anyone can point it in that direction and just like sway back and forth.
I
I
don't think so. I don't think so. To that point specifically, when I was learning how to use a gimbal, my shots looked like ass. Secondly, I think you have to have like a certain type of brain to be a good creator.
Well,
So like your
yeah.
whole point is though, like you can
I'm-
do it, just not well.
Kind of.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, yeah, I guess you can do anything and do it not well.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't
yeah.
call myself a chef. I could cook up a meal, but it's not as good as like a professional.
I would say I want to, because that's like almost too simple. I think people could probably do it to like a passable level. Whether or not that's like, it's probably not horrible. It's
Yeah.
definitely not like great like ours, but like they could probably do it where it's like passable.
I think it depends on the person. I ask some people to like, I guess maybe this is more of the older generation, but like I ask my parents to send me a picture and it's like, what am I looking at? Like, what is that? Or like some of my clients who are older, I'm like, it's just painful. I don't know. So if you can't even work a phone, how are you going to work a camera?
I don't like,
That's definitely a hot take.
no, yeah, for sure. Because like what you said is true. You know, anyone can learn anything. And I mean, that's clearly the case here. But like everything that we do and like, we know for the most, except for your creative eye and your individual creativity, sure, that you as the individual needs to bring to the table. But all the technical skills are just, you can learn it in a textbook, like anything from like school. So it's all very like learnable items.
You're right. Yeah, I guess I would say maybe to break it up. Yes, anyone can learn the technical part, but not everyone's going to be able to get the creative brain behind it.
Yeah, but still, I think if you were able to learn the technical stuff, you can get by with a passable video, even if you lacked the creativity. Because you could learn, you could do it by the book. Like, I think of like driving. Here's my analogy here. Like a textbook driver, you know, like at a stop sign, you come to a full stop, you signal as you should.
Losers.
But like when you grow older, like a 16-year-old kid learning how to drive, full stop, always. As you're in your 30s, 40s, you hit it with a rolling stop. Even now, come on. So like that's like textbook driving versus like reality. So I feel like if you do it by the book and you just follow the instructions exactly, you can drive well. You can make a video by the book and it's still passable.
Okay.
That's just me.
Yeah. We have a different viewpoint on that.
Not trying to like make us sound bad, like that we're like lazy.
Well,
Because like our work is still better than everyone's who's like would just hop in with the camera.
yeah.
But I still think they could do it.
Yeah. And I mean, you could argue that the content creation era is kind of an example of that. Like people are picking up their phones and
I'll end
people are
this
paying
with,
this.
I think it's actually more of like a mental strain. And I feel like you need to be like a mentally tough person to do what we do rather than like the skill set. I feel like mental toughness is actually more valuable.
Yeah, especially if you own a whole ass business. If you're just freelancing, I feel like it is different. But yeah, the business side of things, if you're operating an entire
Because you need to be
company.
able to manage through like the lowest of lows. Because even when it is shit hitting the fan at all times, you can't stop. And like it takes a certain type of person to be able to do that.
Yeah. No, definitely. That's a good point for sure.
Okay, moving on.
Moving
Before
on.
I get canceled even more.
Wedding vendors deserve to charge as much as they do. It's a long ass day and so much work.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Like, I think you could charge as much as you want for a wedding.
Yeah.
Like, honestly. I know there's, what's her name? Emma K Films, I think. 40 grand for a wedding video. I'm like,
Wait, what?
yeah. She has a $40,000 package.
What? That's for like famous people, right?
I don't think so.
Or rich people.
Well, clearly rich people.
Yeah, I guess.
That's like more than a car.
40 G's. Oh my God. Good for her. Her stuff is really good though.
She's starting at 400.
I'm
And now she's like
She's our
1,000
age,
times
too.
that. Yeah, no, she's our age.
It's insane. I love
Because
this
she was
for her.
on The Kitchen and she told that with Jake and Nate. I was like, dude, 40 grand? That's insane. Jake and Nate aren't even doing that.
Yeah, I love that she is that transparent about it. That's awesome. If I
love
did a
pricing
wedding for
transparency.
40 grand, I wouldn't do shit for the rest of the year. Done. Taking the year off. Bye.
Totally could.
You could do two at 40 and be set.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow, I love that for her. It's amazing.
So yeah, you can clearly you can charge
Clearly.
as much as you want. And if you're good enough, your talent's there, your final product looks great, people will still pay it.
Yeah, 100%. No, it's such a long day. Even like we were talking off the mic earlier about, I offer a 6 to 8 hour package and I offer a 8 to 10 hour package for my weddings. And the 6 to 8 hour package is still a full day. I am still getting up early or, even the night before. You're preparing all your gear. You're packing everything up. You're going through your checklist.
They're long days.
It's so long.
I guarantee you, like if you're a regular 9 to 5 person, like a friend just shadowed you for the day of a wedding, they would wake up so sore the next day, like, holy shit, like, this is crazy.
Yep, physically, it's demanding, emotionally. I did a double header last year, a Friday and a Saturday wedding, and I was like out of commission for the entire Sunday. Although I did edit my little teaser video. But it's your body's beat up, you're dehydrated, you're so
dehydrated.
Tired.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So dehydrated.
Yep, I do not drink nearly enough water on a wedding day. I just don't, because I don't have time to pee.
No, literally.
Solo shooter
that's
life.
a real thing.
It's a real thing. Yeah, no, it's true. It's a long day, and it's very rewarding, but it's exhausting. So
we just got a potential inquiry and we're debating on doing it, but it would make it a triple header weekend. And I told myself I would never do that again. The only reason I'm even thinking about entertaining it is because it's not directly from us. It's someone we know asking us for a favor. So I'm like, maybe I'll just help them out. Do I want to be a good person or do I want to save myself?
I know. What month is that? August?
God, I hope not.
June?
Because August is the worst month. It's going to be so hot.
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
Okay. Because I was like wondering how three in one weekend. That's crazy. It's got to be like a popular weekend for weddings. Damn.
Yeah, I hope it's not August. August weddings are rough.
Yeah.
Just because it's so hot.
Oh, yeah. 2 is more than enough. Okay.
I've only done triple headers once. Maybe twice.
Triple is crazy.
It was horrible. It was awful.
Yeah, that's wild. Ugh.
Anyway,
okay.
Moving on. Is it my turn?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. I'm leaving clients who ask for raw files in 2025. Good.
Oh,
as you should.
Maybe. Did they mean 2024? Probably.
Well, no, 2025.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, agree. Yeah. No, I've had people ask me for raw files, and I'm like, you don't know.
Maybe you don't leave them. Just say no.
Yeah.
Like, again, going back to this, just confidence to say no. I don't give anyone raw files.
Yeah. There are certain instances where I have, if you really want my raw files, you're going to pay for them. Like, and some of the people who have asked me for raw files, like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what it is.
No, exactly.
You probably can't even open the file on your computer.
Why do you want it? Especially the fact that we shoot in log. Like, you do not want these raw files.
No. Even photos. I'm like, what a big ass file like that? A raw file?
Especially now that I'm doing a lot of product photography, I keep seeing this
see
person
before and
post. She's like,
afters.
when people ask for raws, and then it's like the raw image looks so horrible. And then you have to Photoshop all this shit out, and the final image looks awesome.
Yes.
But it's like, trust me, you don't want this raw photo.
100%. You don't want it. You don't need it. Like, it's just not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's easy. That's it. That's a good take. Okay, having a lot of followers and being verified means literally nothing. Yeah.
Not necessarily.
I agree.
I think
there's some phonies out here.
Okay. The verification, the blue check, we're talking Instagram, I'm assuming here.
Yeah.
Means way less.
It does.
Because you can buy
for it.
Exactly. As soon as that became a thing, it lost so much weight.
Yeah.
It still means something because one, if it's clearly, well, I guess it's hard to tell unless you knew beforehand, like they had the blue check before buying it was an option, then I guess you could still tell. But if it's like 2025 now and you see people with random blue checks, you could probably assume they bought it. Mm-hmm. But I guess if you want to look at it this way, it tells you enough, like, okay, this person cares enough to invest in themselves to...
I wonder how much it costs.
I don't know. One of my friends did it, but I forget. I didn't ask her.
Look that
So there's that. You could be like, maybe swing it that way. Like, okay, they're willing to invest their money into themselves. That could be seen as a potential good thing.
Wait, really quick.
You see how much it costs?
I just Googled, I wrote, how much is it to be? The first thing that comes up is how much
Verified
is it
on
to be
Instagram?
cremated?
Oh, shit. Who's looking that up?
Oh my God. Now I'm curious. All right, Kayla, stay on track here. Sorry, continue. I'm dead.
I don't even know what I was
Oh
gonna
my
say.
God, that really took me aback. Woo.
How much does it cost to get cremated?
I don't know. It seems like it's expensive. Okay, so Meta Verified costs $14.99 per month on iOS or Android and $11.99 per month on the web. The paid subscription gives you a blue check mark next to your name, which indicates that your account is authentic.
I think when Meta did
That's not as much as I was expecting.
they made a mistake. I think this was a mistake by them.
When they made it available to pay.
Yeah, I think what they had going beforehand was so much better.
Yeah,
like
it's like this
before it's like
club.
it was very exclusive, and I think that matters because it's like, okay, especially for I guess influencers, it's like a clout thing.
Yeah.
So when brand deals, it's a
It
big
really
deal.
was only famous people and like really famous influencers before.
Yeah, I remember like people I watch on YouTube getting verified was like a huge deal.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Yes.
not many small like non-Hollywood celebrities get verified.
Right.
So it was a good thing for brand deals because it's like, okay, this brand can now trust you completely because you're verified. Huge thing.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say?
Now you get the phonies out here who can pay for it and they're like trash.
On the flip side of this, when they said a lot of followers, I think that matters more. I'm not going to say it's completely
But people can
means
pay
literally
for
nothing.
followers too.
Okay, yeah,
You have to be careful of that. So people will pay the $14.99 a month for the check mark and they'll buy followers. So
you can tell pretty quick though.
I know. My advice to people would be like, you know, before you're sold on someone, click on their posts and see how
One
many
post
likes
is
they
all
get.
you need to know.
Yeah.
If they have
But
like,
then you can hide your likes. It's like, why are these platforms trying to like hide all this shit?
well, then
It's
I wouldn't trust
bizarre.
them. If they were hiding their likes,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
a huge
care.
red flag.
Most of my posts get like 20 or 30 likes. I don't care about that. I just care that
if you have like 100,000 followers and you're getting 20 likes, clearly you're paying for followers.
right. Yep.
Like that ratio doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But
and
if-
I think some brands who are not so great on social media are paying for their followers like that. And, you know, you can tell that their posts aren't getting a lot of likes. That's one thing if they're trying to like build their brand up. But yeah, if you see a person who you're like maybe interested in hiring and they have all these followers and like not that much engagement.
I just don't think it means, as they said, literally nothing. I think if a brand is looking to hire someone to make a video for them, if they see someone that has like even 10,000 followers on Instagram versus 700, I'm going to trust the 10,000 follower person more.
Yeah. Yep. As long
Especially
as you,
if their work was comparable.
Yeah.
Then I would definitely just gravitate towards the 10,000 follower person.
Yeah. As long as you are doing a little bit of research, like we said, and just checking
Yeah.
on that. Yeah. No, you're right. It definitely does help to have followers.
It's just because everyone knows it's not like a hidden thing. Now everyone knows you can buy all that. But even
I don't
though
think everyone knows though.
I think most people do, but even though most people know it, it's still a clout thing.
Yeah.
Like it will still be there.
For sure. Yep. I agree. Is it me?
Yes.
This is mine. So
I know.
we'll I'll do this one. I'm sick of getting ghosted. Yeah. I think
Care to elaborate?
this has happened to me with a few wedding inquiries recently. With people just, you know, you get the initial question, you send your information, your packages over, all of that, and then it's just crickets. So that, and then you follow up and crickets again. Like at a certain point, like I understand it can be uncomfortable to tell people like I'm going in a different direction, but I promise you, like, we're not going to be offended. Like just being honest and saying, like shooting over a quick message, like, hey, we decided to go in a different direction. Like, thank you so much. Goes a long way. And you could make that a template. Cause I know as a person who's planning a wedding, like you're reaching out to a ton of different vendors. Like send me a templated response saying like, thank you so much, but we're going in a different direction. Have a great day. Like I have a spreadsheet where I keep track of wedding clients that, you know, have reached out to me, and I just like would love to be able to like take you off of my email list and I'll stop bothering you. Like I only really follow up 2 or 3 times. I don't go much beyond that. If I don't get a response from you after 3 times, it's a no. But like, you know, I just feel like it's common courtesy to tell someone like, hey, going in a different direction. And I don't understand why people can't just like respond.
You would think it would be common courtesy.
You would think.
But it's not. I mean, I guess depends how you want to define ghosted. Like I experience it more, I get however you want to define it with like my outreach, but I don't know if it's technically ghosted because like we haven't had a conversation. It's just me cold outreaching and not getting responses.
Yes. No, that's the other thing.
Is that still ghosting? Is that technically still ghosted? I don't know.
I don't know. Kind of.
I'm just so used to it that it doesn't really faze me anymore. And it's like, I know the conversion rate is not going to be crazy high. So like, I expect no response for the majority of people, honestly. So just because I've done it for so long, it's kind of just, I'm used to it. Yeah. But for like wedding stuff, it's annoying, sure. And I feel like the only reason I would care is for like lead tracking purposes, similar to what you're doing. But other than that, I don't really care just because I'm so used to it.
Yeah. It happened to me with someone I like knew.
Oh, wait, same. Literally right now.
Really?
Yeah.
They're ghosting you?
Yes. And I'm a little annoyed because
hello? I'll probably see you in the future. Like, what?
I haven't seen them
like,
since high
just
school.
not answer?
But they asked us to do their wedding, and I was like, I really want to do it because I think it would be fun. Yes. Funny, at least.
Yes.
And we haven't even gotten on a call. And I'm like, I really just want to do it because it'd be so funny. Because I haven't seen this dude since like 2017. Yeah. I haven't talked to him. So like, we're not close anymore, but it would be fun. And it's someone I know. So it's like, they did ghost us.
Yeah. It's just very bizarre to me. And I don't understand that. And I'm not that kind of person. I will never be a ghoster. So.
I mean, I follow up a lot for like commercial work. I follow up a lot. I like some people don't like following up because they feel annoying. I will gladly be annoying. Like not to the point where I'm like nagging them. I will always follow up at least 3 to 4 times because I know someone said they follow up 7 times. And to me, that was a little excessive. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go 7, but I'll do 4.
Yeah. No, I think that's a reasonable amount. I think that's like definitely a normal amount of times to follow up. But it's just annoying that we even have to do that. Yeah. Like just let a girl know. That's all I'm asking. So I can take you off my list. All right. Yeah, don't be a ghoster. Just don't.
We're on the last one.
Last one.
So, here we go. This is in regards to other content creators. A lot of them, just because I don't really know why a lot of them was there. That seems, it's literally a lot of them, period. Like, now I understand why Jake and Nate are so
I like the use of the punctuation.
At the punctuate, like the proper grammar, because this doesn't make sense. I'm going to skip that part. This is in regards to all other content creators. Just because a sound is popular or trending does not mean you, the content creator, need to use it in every single video. Use it once or twice and move along. Spinning monkeys needed to be retired in 2021, and I currently block anyone who still uses it.
What do you got against spinning monkeys? I feel personally
I feel like
attacked.
I would probably know it if I heard it, but I don't know it by name.
I'll play it
because I don't know trending. I don't really use trending audios. Honestly.
We're gonna put it in the back of this video, this clip on Instagram. I love spinning monkeys. What do you got against spinning monkeys? It's a bop. I mean,
knowing me, I probably haven't even heard it.
I need someone to create new funny background music so that I can put that in a video instead of using spinning monkeys.
Wait, is it like a comedic song or something?
It's yeah, it's basically, I think it started on TikTok, and
that's probably why I don't know it. I don't do
Maybe.
TikTok.
You've definitely heard it though. Shoot, I'm gonna have to. I don't have it. I really literally assumed that I would have it saved, but here we go.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
It's a good one. It's a jam. I've used it on our clips before.
I have nothing against this.
No,
I think it's
Spinning Monkeys is a
it can be used forever.
fire sound. Yeah, I think there are some sounds that will just like be viral forever, and that one is one of them.
It just works for so many
Works for so
scenarios. Yeah.
That's so funny. I love it. I mean, yeah, there are some that I'm like, I get so sick of hearing. Like, so sick of.
I'm like a bad person to react to this hot take because I don't scroll social media enough to actually know what these trending audios are and to be annoyed by them.
Yeah. TikTok is, I think, the platform where you can get the most annoyed because that's like a really trendy, obviously, platform. So I feel like that. Instagram too, I guess, to an extent. I don't know. What was the take again? Don't use trending sounds?
I think it was just don't use trending audios. Yeah.
But that's so. How else are we supposed to get views on our videos? Because Meta changes the fucking algorithm every 4 days. So like, trending audio, they say, is supposed to like get you eyeballs. I mean, I personally don't use trending audios that often, especially not like the hot ones.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when I use original audios a lot because I just burn music in when I edit.
Yes, me too.
But if I do end up choosing a song straight out of Instagram, I just go hit the music button and I don't even scroll. Whatever I see on the front page, like whatever, it's like this first 7 options, I just choose one of those.
Yeah.
I like never actually scroll.
That's a lot of what I do too. Like for our episodes specifically, like what I'll do is I'll click the music button and search like vlog, because usually that's what is like our vibe.
I didn't even know you could do that.
And so if I search vlog and I like go through, I will try my best to pick one that has like the trending audio arrow on it. But if it doesn't have it, I'm like, it's not the end of the world.
Sure,
you know?
same.
Yeah.
I feel like my Instagram knows what type of music I have done in the past, so it just feeds me a bunch of sounds similar to that. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I just choose the random like songs that all sound the same.
Yeah, the algorithm do be algorithming with that for sure. Spinning Monkeys, I love Spinning Monkeys.
Freaking Spinning Monkeys.
Off my back. I feel personally attacked with that one.
That wraps up hot takes.
That was fun.
Those were good.
We're gonna do that again for sure. Thank you for sending everyone who sent them in.
So sorry to that one guy who I kind of ripped apart that one episode. But anyway, thank you everyone else.
Yes, thank you for submitting. I ripped apart the Spinning Monkeys person, so I equally did one. So you did the last one, I did this one. If you have any that you want to share with us, we have a link.
Any more hot takes we'll take.
We've got a link in the bio. It's anonymous, so you submit them. Obviously, your name stays private.
Unless you want to put your name.
Unless you want to. And
honestly, if I was doing it, I would totally write my own name in. I feel like I want people to know it was me.
Yes. Yeah. So definitely submit any. We'll do another episode like this in the future. We'll probably do like a horror stories episode or something. So anything that you feel like is on your mind, anything in the creative industry, just hit us up. Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Let us know what you think of these takes, and follow us on Instagram. We're on TikTok now, and
YouTube.
Yep, subscribe on
stars.
YouTube. 5 stars Spotify. All the good things.
All the usual stuff that every freaking influencer tells you to do. Just do for us also.
Yes, please like our Instagram posts and all that. We appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Bye.